Welcome everybody to a new episode of First Impressions with JD. Today we are doing Japanese candy edition. And of course, this would not be fair unless I of course had some proper substance so that everything tastes fairly. Let's begin. Let's begin with this. My goodness. This looks like a giant cheese puff. Let's give it a shot. That is actually pretty awesome. This tastes exactly like teriyaki chicken, but it's in a giant cheese puff stick. I give this a rating of 9.9 out of 10, brother. So, that being said, I recommend this to everybody if you love teriyaki chicken. Now, on to the next one. Now for a taste test. Pow! That tastes just like the best teriyaki stir fry I ever tasted. Really hammered with the teriyaki flavor. Honestly, if you told me that was a teriyaki sauce flavored cheese puff, without obviously the cheese flavoring in it, I would know the difference between it and the real teriyaki stir fry. And that's with no chicken. Just pure veggies and everything. And I give that a solid 9 stars out of 10, but I will admit the flavor is really, really strong. And I would not recommend it unless you really love teriyaki sauce. Let's move on to this. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a piece of Japanese gum. Let's see what it tastes like. Taste test time. My goodness. My goodness, that tastes like a squid leg. Actually, for your information, guys, that is exactly what that tastes like, is squid. Tastes like a real piece of dehydrated squid. And honestly, it's really chewy like leather. But the thing is, you just want to keep on chewing. But with that being said, even though it has a genuine squid flavor, like it's been dehydrated and stir-fried a little bit of soy sauce, I have to say, it's a little bit pungent even for me. I give this a 7.5 stars out of 10. But if you love squid and you love stir-fry and you love really heavy soy sauce flavor, I would recommend it for you, but it's not my taste. Now, let's taste test this. But first, this appears to be konnyaku, which looks to be like a jelly-like substance. There it is. Now for a taste test. My goodness. This tastes like Jello in a tube. I give this a rating of 8.5 stars out of 10. It's a bit mild for my taste. Actually, it could be a lot stronger in my opinion, but it tastes just like blue raspberry, to be honest with you, in a Jello-sized tube. And with that being said, I would recommend this for just about anybody if you want something that's a little bit different and a little bit mild, like me. That being said, on to the next thing. These look like melon Pandoros. I wonder what these are like. I'm sure they're awesome because it got pandas. Which pandas are awesome. Now for a taste test. You gotta be kidding me. This tastes like everything wonderful about whatever kind of melon it tastes like. It does not taste like your standard watermelon, that's for sure. But that being said, it's really awesome. It's got a nice crisp taste to it. And if you love mild melon type flavor, I recommend this to anybody. And the flavor is spot on and balanced with the crispiness. It has a pinch of salty and sweet to it. With that being said, I give that an 8 stars out of 10. On to the next thing. My goodness, that looks like a big giant raisin. Now for a taste test. I have no clue what that is, but that does not taste very good to me. It's got a really weird flavor to it to where I can't even describe it. It tastes like you shoved a raisin in somebody's ear and then you drowned it in teriyaki sauce and then served it to somebody dripping wet. It tastes like a really yucky booger. Which, with that being said, I give that a 4.5 stars out of 10. I don't find anybody I know that would love that thing. On to the next taste test. Looks like kelp met teriyaki. Let's give it a test. Whoa. That is interesting. I gotta admit, it tastes very, very similar to as if you took a dehydrated chicken breast and you did a little bit of mild teriyaki sauce flavoring in it. But I tell you what, I definitely taste the wasabi in it. And it's not enough to make it hot, but you definitely get the flavor from wasabi in it. With that being said, it's uniquely weird. I would not recommend this except for my adventurous taste tester buds and those that have an adventurous palate for weird things. With that being said, it is uniquely weird, but it's uniquely good too. I give this a 7.5 stars out of 10. On to these. Man, these things look like a miniature bag ramen noodle. Let's see what they taste like. Wow. That's actually really good. These taste like a potato chip that had been put into a crunchy ramen form. In all honesty, I have no clue what flavor they are. I do taste like a little bit of a beef type flavor with it, like it's been in beef stock. Could be consomme or something like that. That being said, if you want a twist on American potato chips, but you want a Japanese style, I recommend these for 10 stars out of 10. Especially if you love beef and potato chips. It is awesome. On to the next taste test. Looks like these are really cheesy puffs. Let's give these a try. Man, that'll make Froggy go ribbit. With that being said, these taste like they're garlic and butter flavored to me. And I tell you what, I wish the American market would pick up on these. These are awesome. These taste no different than if you went to an Italian restaurant and got garlic nuts drenched in butter. Except these are in a puff form. I give these a solid 10 stars out of 10. I recommend those for anybody who loves garlic and butter. And puffs. On to the next taste test.
No need to guess what this is. This is a strawberry sucker.
Time for a taste test, yeah! Oh my goodness, these are in several pellets. Oh my goodness. There's 4 of these things in there. I gotta admit, that's probably my favorite one out of the bunch so far. They're chewy like bubble gum, but I gotta admit, they taste exactly like a fresh strawberry to me. And I am a huge fan of strawberries. So if you love strawberries, and you love bubble gum that you can actually swallow because it did not last long enough for it to be considered bubble gum, I give those 11 stars out of 10. On to the next taste test. This is what these look like. Man, I'm a real sucker for these things, aren't I? Ooh. I don't know what that flavor is supposed to be. But it seemed like a twist on a Japanese Tootsie Pop. You suck them in, and eventually you crunch. They taste somewhat like a blue raspberry soda, but they're in like a sucker / chewy form. They had a real crunchy texture to them, but after a few seconds of sucking on them, they get a little bit soft. And I gotta admit, it's really good too. And with that being said, I give it a 9 star out of 10. Because I believe the flavor could have been a little bit stronger. But with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. and hit the bell for new notifications. And I'll see you next time.